डॉक्टर ऋतुपर्णा शिंदे, कार्डिओलॉजिस्ट. मी पुण्यामध्ये अलोहा लाईफस्टाईल युनिव्हर्सल स्टुडिओ नावाचा माझा एक क्लिनिक कम कार्डियक रिहॅब कम हार्ट फेल्युअर क्लिनिक आहे. So I welcome you all on behalf of Aloha Lifestyle Universal Studio in this today's program. Heart failure, according to normal people, sometimes they equate it with heart attack, but unfortunately it is not equal to or similar to heart attack. In fact, heart failure is a sequelae of heart attack. Heart failure means basically your heart cannot pump the blood with the required amount as demanded by the body, and that particular phenomenon is called as heart failure. In fact, heart failure is represented by symptoms of breathlessness rather than symptoms of chest pain, which are hallmarks of acute myocardial infarction, acute coronary syndrome. And this is very, very common, especially in patients who have had earlier heart attacks, or they have had weak hearts because of whatever reason, maybe sometimes genetically determined or hereditary or some other issues, and rarely due to some infections also. And the hallmark of symptoms is that you get breathlessness on walking, you get pedal edema, you get easy fatigability, you get rapid heart rates, and so on and so forth. Almost 1 to 2% of India's total population is suffering from heart failure. So basically you have to understand heart failure is not equal to heart attack. It is basically inability of the heart to pump according to the demands of the body. People who are having long-standing hypertension, diabetes, and who have had heart attacks or coronary artery disease in the past, they are very high risk in developing heart failure. What happens with heart attack? The heart becomes weak, heart's pumping ability goes down, and if there is another load on the heart, such as fever, anemia, pregnancy in women, any of this sort, then the heart cannot increase the pumping required to give the surplus blood supply, and that is what precipitates heart attack. And that's why people with blood pressure, hypertension, diabetes, people with previous history of heart attack, or people with history of bypass angioplasty are the ones who are at risk of developing heart failure, and they have to be watched for. Basically, heart failure treatment can be divided into two forms. One is called as pharmacological treatment, where we give medicines or we give devices to the patient, and second is called as non-pharmacological lifestyle measures. First and foremost, lifestyle measures which include but are not limited to dietary changes. The dietary changes are avoidance of excess sodium, that is salt in your food, avoidance of bakery products, avoidance of achars and farsans and namkeens in your product. That would reduce sodium intake. See, remember always, whenever you have high sodium intake, like whenever you put a bowl of salt on your table, after some times it becomes wet, so it is hygroscopic, it retains water. Same thing happens with your body. Whenever you take high sodium inside the body, it retains water. And one thing we have to realize, that these patients with heart attack, for them water is like poison. So the more water is in their body, creates more pressure on the heart, and then your breathlessness is increased and heart failure is exacerbated. So decrease sodium intake. Second most important lifestyle change is their exercise. Now exercise is of paramount importance. Like what you exercise with your hands to develop your hand muscles, you have to exercise for your heart to develop your heart muscles. So exercise is not only an accessory, but in fact, in my center where I work in Aloha, we use exercise as medicine. In fact, we have various programs wherein we induce exercise. We have a programmed exercise prescription, and we train the patients, and in fact, various patients, various parameters of heart failure, such as VO2 max, we used to do curves, and they show very favorable changes. So exercise, dietary management, that is non-pharmacological. As far as pharmacological management concerned, we have various drugs. We have diuretics, we have digoxin, we have various ACE inhibitors, beta blockers, and there is also a new class of drugs called as ARNI. These neprilysin inhibitors and aldosterone angiotensin inhibitors, they actually are one of the most path-breaking kind of a treatment for heart failure, and it has come very recently. So essentially, you have to, and when these things do not suffice, medicines at its maximum, good lifestyle change, then you have to go in for what is called as non-pharmacological device therapy. So we do have things like cardiac resynchronization therapy. We do have ICDs to prevent sudden cardiac deaths. We have combination of it called as CRTD. These devices can help in heart failure. Then heart transplant is the ultimate answer for heart failure. So to summarize, we have pharmacological treatments, which includes routine traditional treatment plus ARNI. We have devices like CRTD, we have heart transplantation, and last but not the least, change of lifestyle like exercise and dietary sodium restriction. First and foremost, patients with heart failure have to take care of their dietary habits, avoid excessive sodium intake, avoid things like namkeen, farsan, papad, bakery products, breads, etc. Avoid drinking excess water. Always maintain less amount of intake of water than your urine output. Please do not stop exercising. Exercise is of vital importance. Please continue and do not discontinue any medicines of heart failure unless you have been instructed to do so by your cardiologist. In fact, one of the most important reason for heart failure exacerbation is non-compliance with medicine. Please see your doctors regularly. Keep your mental health also very well, so that you can actually do very well with this heart failure. And last but not the least, please do not forget to take your vaccines, because this is a rainy season. Lot of infections are there. Lot of respiratory tract infections, pneumonias can push you into exacerbated heart failure. So to prevent that, if at all, if it is available, please. First of all, if you are diagnosed with diabetes, hypertension, or had a heart attack, please watch for the signs of breathlessness, signs of doing daily weighing yourself, then a jump of 1.5 to 2 kgs in one day should alert you of impending decompensated heart failure. That is important. Watch for things like breathlessness, increase in the edema, and accordingly please contact your doctors immediately and alleviate the things. Then also, if you are diagnosed with heart failure, please take your medicines regularly, modify your dietary and lifestyle things, and try to understand what medicines has been given to you, and do not stop the medicines abruptly. So that would, I think, definitely make your heart stronger, and you can live longer with your heart failure. So you can actually win with your failure.